Greetings and welcome to another episode of World of Warships with, well, me. This is probably one of the more unusual battles because it's in a ship that I absolutely detest. In fact, I think this is one of the worst ships I've played in this game. There may be worse ones. The new Minakaze comes to mind, but this one ranks right up there. This is the Tier 3 Japanese battleship Kawachi on the Ring map. And the Kawachi is different, which is the polite way of saying it's a piece of crap. Kawachi is the first Japanese dreadnought that was built. It was launched, around 1910. Was designed and built before that, but the Kawachi itself actually was sunk in 1918 in a magazine explosion. Its sister ship survived until 1945 as a target ship that the Japanese used. But what is it that I hate about this ship so much? Well, it's pretty much just a combination of everything. It's slow. The guns are short-ranged and relatively inaccurate. The ship has decent amount of hit points for its tier, but, well, decent amount of hit points for its tier doesn't really do much when you've got crap armor. And that pretty well describes this ship. I mean, it's just not a very good ship. But it is a ship that you can get a good result with if you spend some time and actually work at it. And this is one of those matches where that happened. Like I said at the beginning of this is the Ring map, and spawned in the east end of the map, and am headed down the map in the company of a cruiser and some other ships. And basically, the theme throughout this is just basically keep the guns firing. Kawachi is basically a support ship. It's not a brawler. Doesn't have the armor for that. It's not a sniper. Doesn't have the range for that. It's not, well, it's not fast enough to really push the pace, lead. So what you have is a ship that is just kind of backing everybody up, and that's kind of what I did in this match. I decided fairly early on that I was going to just keep working the guns and, do what I can. And I wasn't going to obsess about any one thing. So we have a fairly good push going on in the west, and we've got a really good push going on here in the south. And I've taken a couple of shots at enemy cruisers. I'm shooting high explosive because, like I said, this ship is crap, and a lot of it doesn't really work well. And the AP on this thing fits right into that category. So, shoot HE, at least have a chance of setting a fire, and setting fires in this thing, knocking modules out. And that was actually a 6,200 hit point hit strike on that cruiser, which is surprising, but hey, weirder things. Just again, targeting the Dene. I'm targeting what I can see, what I can hit, and lost sight of the Dene. Oh, that's lovely. Here comes a Karlsruhe. Karlsruhe, whatever you call it. Shots out. Some fires. A couple of hits. And there's that Dene again. Karlsruhe's burning good. And I'm taking some pounding, but hit the repair function, recover some health, stay in the fight. Basically just using the guns to not necessarily go for big kills, but go for solid damage. 3,000 on the Karlsruhe. There's an enemy Kawachi coming up, and I'm shifting focus to him because, well, you know, he poses a threat. He's got the same caliber guns and the same kinds of guns, and I really don't want him picking the cruisers that are pushing with me. So I basically start taking shots at him and set him on fire. Don't do a whole lot of damage, just under 5,000. But the Karlsruhe's down, and the guns are nearly reloaded, and I've got a Phoenix that's pushing with me, and we've actually covered a lot of territory. We're taking D. A is not going, things are not going so well at A, but hey, again, not horrible. Shots out, Kawachi's burning, and he's already used his repair, so that means those fires are going to stick. They're going to burn for at least 30-45 seconds, maybe more. And shots coming in from somewhere else, an ally lining up, preparing to fire again. He's fired out a salvo. I fired out a salvo. 1,200 damage. Yeah, not a lot. But it's the fires that are going to eat him up because he can't put them out. He's switched fire from me, so he stopped paying attention to me and he switched focus to that Phoenix that's been helping me. That's problematic. My secondaries are opening up, which tells you how close we're getting. Yep, there's a kill. At this point, we're hooking west. We've pushed and taken D, or are have almost taken D. It's deal with Clemson, deal with the threat that's closing in. And at this point, I really should have been paying more attention to the mini-map, because the mini-map shows what's coming. We've lost all of the ships that were pushing west. We don't really have anything up screening our aircraft carrier, who is hiding with pride behind an island, trying his best not to be observed as he sends out planes periodically. But we're pushing. The Clemson is closing in on that Phoenix. I'm trying to get the guns lined up, get a shot out, and the Phoenix and the Clemson kill each other. I really wish the Phoenix driver had tried something else, that he hadn't just kind of gone for a mutually assured destruction.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Fighters are slugging it out. Our aircraft carrier is doing a great job. In fact, our aircraft carrier throughout the game did a very great job. He managed to suppress the enemy carrier, and that's always beneficial. There's that enemy Dene. He's still moving. I'm trying to light up a shot. It's not going to happen. It was probably about this point that I started looking at the mini-map and realized we have a problem. You know, Houston, we do have a problem. Our carrier needs to start running, but he's not. And at some point I said something in chat, but at this point I think I was really still thinking, okay, push to the east, and there it is. CV, you need to run to the south. You need to get the hell out of there. And the CV doesn't do it. We've got a number of ships that are pushing to the east or to the west. And again, you know, there's a comment in chat that I'm putting up. Guys, our CV's in big trouble. Because he's sitting there and he's got nothing screening him, and there's enemy ships inbound. And they're going to find him. This is where